Yeah. Draft lottery. Let's see if the Rangers and the Islanders make their way to top 4 again. Get a few out of the way. Doubt anyone there jumps. Nope. So anyone from now on is eligible for top 3, obviously, but number 1 pick as well. So number 10, St. Louis stays put. Vegas. Number 9 stays Colorado. Stays Buffalo. Stays. Top 6 left. The Islanders will jump, right? They are out of top 5 for the first time in this playthrough. Just about, but still. Dallas. Ooh, the Rangers comes down. So both Dallas and Edmonton jump up. Has to mean that New Jersey is number 4. Yep. So number 3 pick is Boston. So either... Oh, Edmonton? Really? You're gonna get another McDavid already? Anyway. Number 1 pick in 2029 draft belongs to Dallas Stars. Okay. Edmonton did not get all that lucky. Slightly bit lucky, but still. So Dallas will get that guy. What was his face? Rocco Ambercheesy or something. Ambrosi, maybe. We are at 26 and 27, so we might want to look at getting ourselves into like 10-ish. If there's someone interesting available. We don't really need anyone. We should be like calling people out at this point. And we have more trades. Nobody and a little bit less of a nobody. Oliver Johansson has been traded to the Wild for Anthony Beauvillier, who is now an AHL player. Brent Clark just doesn't stay put. LA traded him to Ottawa, who traded him to Edmonton, and now Edmonton has sent him to Montreal. Is he like a troublemaker or something? No. And he's not expensive. Dalibor Dvorsky has gone to Edmonton in exchange for Brandt. It's not a bad deal. Dvorsky didn't get much done in Montreal after he was traded there. Not a bad player, just not the greatest either. Like a mid 6 right now. Hurricanes, a Mammoth, Bradley Nadeau. Now in Utah, he's fast. Guess that's something. He can shoot. It's like and he's a righty. Extremely like Phil Kessely type, it seems. And Jersey goes the other way. He's pretty good. Already 30 though, so he's gonna decline soon. Yakov Trenin has been traded. He was a pain in the butt in our series against the Wild. And Patrick Thomas, didn't he... Wait, did he actually win something? No, that's OHL. I guess he was a Calder finalist not too long ago. Yeah, he is out of Montreal. Okay, big name still on the move. LA gives up LaFerriere for Nate Danielson. Like a nice one-to-one swap, and well, Kessler kind of promising. Benny Quentin not so much. Well, John Marino moves again. He's now in Vegas. Simon Carson going the other way. Really? Okay. It's an overpay if I ever saw one. Good for Boston. Maybe they won't be bottom feeders next year. They keep this up. Ostapchuk. There's a lot of good players moving. Like, I don't think I've seen this many players move in the off-season in a good while. Matt Rempe going the other way. Well, good luck with that, I guess. You give up... Well, I mean, Ostapchuk is kinda... Well, not a Rempe, but slightly bit more usable than Rempe, I would say. One smaller trade. Alexis Gendron gone to Ottawa for Jordan Duguay. Nothing much worth mentioning there. Jacob Henderson to New Jersey for Andre Becher. Was this guy something at some point? I'm not sure. I know the name. A couple of more trades. Matthias Nurlinder traded to San Jose. Yet another defenseman who cannot play defense. And Wallets writes for Luca Gagnoni. A defenseman who cannot play defense. You should just play like a center and 4 wingers. The amount of offensive defensemen we see. When did Brett Howden become a 4-star player? Well, 3.5. Still. He is now a Canuck. What did you give up? A young guy? Yeah, Dexter Rudolph. Vancouver is really going for 4 in a row here. Yeah, just unloading all their prospects. Although, now they give up Batal as well. He's going to St. Louis for Nadeau. Kind of a lateral move, if you ask me. Would I have given up Batal? Probably not. Nadeau is more solid defensively. And now they give up Gulich as well. Gulich gone to Boston, but Swayman. Why would you get Swayman when you have Lankinen playing out of his mind? They lose Lankinen? Nope. Are you in a cap hell? Maybe. There's 7.7 mil over. I mean, look, to be fair, Lankinen is a 2.5-star goalie, even if he is playing great, and he's 34. I guess that makes sense, actually. Okay. I'll take that back. How are they gonna fit everyone into this team, though? Why is... What? Excuse me. Adrian Kempe cap hit 775k when his salary is 7 mil. I don't think that's what it's supposed to be. I might be wrong. Howden the same thing? Howden with a 2 mil salary and cap hit of 532. Am I missing something here? Even if there was retention, that would not be possible to retain 90%. Also, I've been noticing that sometimes when you look at people's contracts, they don't really show what the hit actually is. Not sure why or when that happens. Oh well, maybe I'll remember to check that out when the season starts. Maybe they'll be sending Kempe down to AHL or something. We have the draft anyway. We are not gonna get a top 3, which will be probably these guys. So Dallas, Rocco Albanese has been touted as the #1 pick all year. Let's see. And he is the first pick. Dallas takes Rocco Albanese from Kingston. Now I would say if you're like a bottom feeder in the league, I guess technically Albanese could play in the NHL. He looks like a decent overall, like all-around guy. Nothing bad we can see about him in the scouting report either. Yeah, not a bad option for Dallas. And Oilers at number 2. They take Liam Kenny, the winger from Kitchener. A decent playmaker already. Well, terrible offensive read, but good passing. Has the speed. He's only 17. Oh, he's a big boy. 193 centimeters. 108 kilos. Cannot play defense to save his life, though. Could turn into a power forward, can he? Yep. And I'd imagine Boston will go for Melicheric. No, they go off the board. Brody Trost from Red Deer is Boston's pick. Another big guy. Are we going to go for size again in this league? Quite a slick skater for a big man. Great positioning already and offensive read. He's going to be a good one. For sure. Yeah, and he's not even controversial. I think Boston made an awesome pick going off the board for Trost. Where would we be? Let's see. Where do we want to be? We cannot get there. Okay, we'll see like the last 3.5 star players that are left. If we want to trade up or not. New Jersey goes at number 4, and they take Max Melicheric from Brandon Wheat Kings. Huh? Slovak, British, English? Oh, well, would you look at you. Another big boy, but silky mitts. This man is made. Ooh. Definitely built differently. I might argue he's the best player in the top 4 right now, at least. Oh, yeah. That is an awesome pick for the Devils. The Rangers at 5 take Tyson Orr from Kingston. Defensive center. Are you? A lot of speed, great face-offs, great stick checking. Oh yeah. He looks like a great two-way. For the Rangers. And the Islanders right after take Landon Reshney. Where did the other Reshney go? He was in Vancouver. Did they just trade him? No. Anyway, Landon Reshney from Everett has gone to the Islanders. What are you supposed to be? A player. Got the agility, but does not have the speed. Good positioning, but cannot play D. Good puck handling. Cannot do much with it. Although, another big boy. Are there any small guys here? No, there's Tomastik. Actually, the highest ability, but the smallest frame. I mean, you can fall into like 25. I wouldn't mind. Buffalo at number 7. Thomas Malm from Sweden. Hanvikens SK. Okay. I mean, the man is a good passer. Do we say anything else about him? And he is consensus 1.5. Our scouts say he's 3.5. Maybe they know. Oh. Maybe they don't know about this. He is made of glass. Okay. I'm glad I didn't pick him. And it's of course it was Buffalo. Our very own Garbage Fire. Colorado at number 8 pick. Steven Utek from Kamloops Blazers. He's bad. Well, let's say he's a project. He's not bad. He's gonna need a lot of work and a lot of luck to get all the stats he needs to become a good one. Can play both sides though. Can he? Yeah. That's good for an 18-year-old. You don't have to train him. Play across the board. Ooh, there's a goalie up there. Let's see where he goes. Anyway, number 9, Vegas. Goes with Domestic. We were just talking about. He is a sniper. He is fast. He has the defensive read and checking. So he must be a terrible person. Nope. He's actually good. Not a bad pick. Just a smaller guy than whoever's been drafted so far. Had a great year in the queue. 90 points in 59 games. Added 47 goals as well, which kind of shows. That is a fine pick for the Golden Knights. And then we have the Blues picking at number 10, Blake Baxter from London Knights. Ooh, a bit of a offensive dynamo here. Too bad he's a defenseman though. Who cannot play defense. But if you need like a quarterback, yeah, not a bad QB. Like with those stats, he can definitely play in the NHL straight away. Like a third pair, second power play guy if you want to, and he's huge. So maybe not a terrible choice. Just not a fan of many offensive D on the same team. Well, too many, let's say. Nonetheless, number 11, Columbus. Take Berkeley Reed from Kelowna Rockets. Definitely more of a defensive guy. Good skating. Okay, I do like the stats on this guy. Not a terrible person either. A solid pick. All around, they get a nice, like, bottom six center. We can start looking here. Is there anyone we would actually want? We could do as like right side players. Maybe anyone who can play defense would be awfully nice. No. Well, in a shocking turn of events, there is no one. I did see Ladiga in an offense like 15. Biggest shot in the universe. Speed, so he can actually play. I mean, hitting and blocking are not that big of a deal. The checking kind of sucks. Positioning, but he is 18. He almost can play the right side as well. Am I interested in you? Yeah. I would take him at 12. Nashville. Do you want to have a little trade here? Smashville. I will give you a spanking new first round of ourselves and Carolina for your first round. What say you? They want to make the deal. Thank you very much. So we hop up from 20 whatever and 20 whatever plus 1 to number 12 to take Noel Laatikainen from somewhere in Finland. Kouvola, okay. He will be our new... Who? Eventual Kocinski replacement, maybe? I do like this guy. Just the shot, like, Let's get him and Rinsell in the same power play unit and just bang a few slappers. I mean, if we don't score a goal, at least we'll probably kill someone. It's like having two Al McInneses in the same unit. Penguins pick at number 13. They take the goalie Brody Dickinson, who may or may not be good, which may or may not matter. Nobody knows. San Jose picks at number 14. They take... Oh, we did have a couple of defensemen go. Utek, Baxter, and Ladikainen. They take Cody Page, who is a Canadian and Japanese. Consensus potential 4.5 stars. Oh, those ratings. Are you telling me? Well, I mean, he probably needs 5 years until you know if you want to spend more time with developing him. And he's also slightly injury prone. Well, San Jose definitely knows how to pick him. Anyway, Tampa at number 15 goes with Cameron Coombe, who does things probably. A lot of speed and some puck handling. Definitely a good offensive tool in the future. Not the greatest defensively, but who cares? If you can produce, then a lot is forgiven. Number 16, the LA Kings go for Ronin Brunner, a center from Alaska Nanooks. Aha. Is that a real team? Oh, they do have a logo. Oh, it's whatchamacallit? College? Already better face-off than half my team. Nice, well-rounded package, this Brunner guy. Scores high on the IQ tests. I mean, even with a little possibility of controversy, seems like a decent pick. Definitely not a bad pick at, wherever it is, 16. 2.5 star potential, though, so they went way off board. Detroit at 17 goes for Edwin Perkins from just Brown Bears. Another NCAA team. A sniper? Another big boy. Game considers him a screener. A screener who cannot screen. Okay. But still. I'd probably play him as a sniper or perimeter shooter. Not a bad pick. We are so far into the draft, so any half-decent player is probably a good fetch here. Utah picks at number 18. They go for Brody Antignani, center from Edmonton Oil Kings, who is a screener who can screen, but doesn't have the strength to get to the net. How unfortunate. He'll probably get there eventually. Calgary at 19 takes Gianni Frasca, left wing from Peterborough. Looks good, like as far as potential goes. And yet another nicely well-rounded package that may or may not become an NHL player. I feel like these guys will be NHL players still. Do we want to jump up here? We do have picks and assets we want to get rid of. Oh, no. No. It's like we have a right D here, but... Are you sure you're a defenseman, my guy? Like, these stats won't get good enough for NHL even 20 years. So no, we don't want to do anything here. Let the Caps pick at number 22. They go for a goalie, Alexandre Montembeau, who is a goalie. Not much to say about goalies, really, when they get drafted. Toronto goes for Braden Chuck North, right wing from Edmonton Oil Kings. Looks to be all-around offensive tool. I mean, not bad defensively either. A little bit of speed and he'll be a great counter-attacking forward, probably. I'm gonna say 22, Belarus from Germany. Center playing for Kingston in the OHL. Once again, that looks like a great two-way maybe. In some capacity. He's like offensive and defensive overalls were pretty decent. So that is a good fetch for Seattle. Winnipeg goes at 23. They go for that Drew Hetherington guy. Who, like I said, probably shouldn't be a D-man. Like this is exactly the kind of guy I was using in FHM 10. It was like a couple of defenders like this that I forced to play a wing, made them into forwards. Didn't really work, but definitely won't work as a defender. Anaheim, 24, Henry Salum from Maine Black Bears. Oh, they actually get a pretty decent two-way D if he learns how to skate. Already great offensive and defensive categories, but the physical side and mental ratings not the greatest. Awfully small for a D-man as well. But never know. This might be like a Corey Murphy type of deal. Maybe Rafalski or something. Quite possible. I don't know. We'll see in a couple of years. Who do we have? Montreal going at 25. They go for Noah Carignan. Carignan? I don't know. Carignan. Let's go. Let's call him that. Sure. Well-rounded package. Gotta be some kind of a, well, terrible defensive read and checking, so maybe not as much of a two-way than I initially thought. Nice bravery, though. Terrible shot blocking now. So Nashville has our two picks. They go for Owen Clark-Roy, center from Quebec. Nothing really pops up. Like, he could develop into anything, really. Playmaker, two-way. Defensive. Which is not maybe a bad thing. He can most likely fill any hole in your center lineup. And the second pick will be Tyler Longo, right wing from Chicoutimi, who is an excellent passer and a puck handler straight out of the gates. Doesn't really matter. I mean, his defensive ratings are not terrible, considering he's 18. Like 1 point to everything, and he looks pretty damn good defensively already. Needs a bit of a physical training right there. Let's close the draft. Here we go. Back in business-wise, no one taking this Bülund guy. Apart from the fact that he's Swedish. He's got the wheels. Are you a terrible person? A tiny bit. Okay. Do I want to trade up now? What am I even looking for? Right side, both D and wing, and maybe a goalie. Oh, are you a defensive guy? No, you're just a big hitter. Okay. Getting me all excited with that defensive category that's just inflated because of the hitting stats so high. Are you a defensive guy? Yeah? Are you a terrible person? No. Nixon Satkowski. Are you worth me jumping up at some point? Maybe. If he falls to the second round, we could definitely go for him. Would be probably way cheaper to get a second round pick than a first rounder. But consensus knows he's a 3-star potential. And there's 5 picks to go. Well, fingers crossed. 28 belongs to the Senators, who take center James Schuler from Owen Sound. Great at getting open, not so great at shooting when he's open. Has the speed though. Definitely a worthwhile addition to the Senators, and he's only 17, and is everyone massive in this draft, more or less. Feels like. And then we have, who do we have? Minnesota. Wild getting... I'm gonna stomp on Wild so hard when they finally lose Kaprizov. Anyway, Wild picks R.J. Ferran, center from Oshawa. Absolutely no hands. Can play defense though. And barely skate. It's a pick. Good for them. Florida takes Christopher Svedberg, center from Luleå. Why is he so good? Well, you must suck. Just a little? Okay. He's like weirdly good for an 18-year-old. The mental ratings aren't quite there yet, but he has the team player. All down, his offensive rate is already like elite level. Okay. Svedberg might be the steal of this draft so far at number 30. The Flyers hopefully pick a 1-star garbage... I don't know. Garbage can? I don't know. They take Kenzo Gibson, center from Kamloops, who unfortunately looks pretty damn good. He's got already the defensive ratings, he can skate already at NHL level. He has the shooting, he has everything. Please be terrible. Yes! If he's on your roster, controversy will follow. So he might put up some goals, but he also might screw you over with as far as team chemistry goes. We can only wish. And the final pick of round 1 belongs to the Canucks, who have won 3 cups in a row now. They take Riley Grady. Awesome puck handler. Good at face-offs, good at skating. How do these guys slide all the way here? It was just a deep draft, hey? A lot of good picks. So, Wild has that number 33. Who is Bylund? And why does he have so many stars in his potential? He can skate. Kinda take face-off. And a sniper. I mean, not a bad player. Not really what we want, because we have more. We have Bedard, obviously. We have... what's his face? Stanbury. So while he would be a good pick, he's not what we're looking for. Satkowski, though. Kind of want to trade for him. Or trade up for him. It was the Wild. And it must be Boston's pick. They finished last. Who finished last? Also, how do we get a third rounder? With 2/3, maybe? Philly was better than us. We were better than the Islanders. So Boston, how's about it? No. I mean, I can give you a nice shiny 7th. Now, we're not gonna overpay. Just hope Satkowski doesn't go anywhere. Try to get the trade done with whoever is next. Okay, Aris Ivanans has gone to Boston. Kind of a whatever guy. Who's next? New Jersey. New Jersey Devils. Is there actually a screen here? Oh. Help! Let's see, draft order. No. Action menu? No. I don't know. Or like maybe here could be like a trade for a pick. That would just toss this window up with the right pick in it. It wasn't New Jersey. Not Jersey. We have 1 second, so must be that one. And we keep the Islanders. You want to give this up? No. Even with a 7th? Nope. Ask for it. We don't really need it, probably. I still want him, though. Now that I've set my sights on him. Sam Archibald's gone to... where? New Jersey. Also, these are second round picks. I'm not gonna check them like I do for the first rounders. Who's next? Rangers. Rangers, Penguins, Dallas. Who wants 2 third rounders for their pick? I mean, I guess I could give up all 3 through third rounders as well. If it came to that, Rangers were the worst team, so... Nope. Penguins... Nope. Who else was it? Islanders and Dallas, right? Seems like this is not happening. We might just... Dallas doesn't even have a pick. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, we will check the next 4 picks. If Satkowski goes anywhere. Oh, he's gone. Okay. Rangers pick Nixon Satkowski, so we might as well go ahead and pick until human. See what is left, if anything. A couple of 3-star guys, okay. Who of you... Ooh. M. Flurry. Is this a sign? Mental toughness and stamina. Maverick Flurry. I'm not against drafting a goalie here. We are in the 3rd round anyway. Let's just see. Anyone who can play D. 2 guys. Okay, Lionel Dedial from Switzerland. How are you supposed to play defense? That stat line. He's a little prone to controversy. Cool. Christoph Michik. Okay. Already decent stats on him. Although he's like a midget compared to all the other guys who've been drafted. Nothing about any controversy, though. And if he's gonna wind up being Mikko Björk, that's just a good thing. How about, he's stuck on the right wing right now, though. But it's pretty decently... needs a little bit of speed. And those defensive ratings will probably go up. Yep, we are gonna take a Slovakian. Is this Slovakia? Yeah. Out of my way. Krzysztof Mishik. From wherever you were playing. Welcome to the Hawks. He's playing in Selina. Okay. Where do we pick? Oh, we have... Yeah. We have another 2 third-round picks here. Everyone gone. The goalie is gone. Utah took Maverick Fleury. Right under our noses. We want to go for another Finn. Juho Hirvelä from Lukko. No, I don't hate Lukko. They are fine. Oh. Why does he look like an NHL player already? Like, all his physicals are good enough. He's like 1 or 2 years away from being actually good NHL player, I feel. If everything goes well. Injury prone, but then again, everyone's injury prone on my team. And we want right wingers anyway, so not even gonna look at the centers. Juho Hirvelä from Lukko. Welcome to the Hawks. And then we go again. I mean, I could maybe take one center if I got all spicy about it. What? Henry Buttweiler. What a name. Are you terrible? Controversy will follow. Okay. He is definitely a butt. Then... one of the centers. Someone who has some potential to play 2 ways. Almost all of them. Okay. Well, you are currently the best as far as ability goes. A center who cannot take face-offs. Would be a good skater, though. It's like one of those all-around packages. If he doesn't learn to get face-offs, we could play him as a right wing, though. It's kind of Lundestrom 2.0. Okay, keep in mind, Tristan Thomas. He is definitely an option. Someone else with 14, 13. 2 guys, actually. Murphy Foster, good puck handler. He can take face-offs. Not the best in checking, but the defensive read and positioning are almost there. Doesn't need too much work with the physicals. Don't really care about his offensive ratings. We could use like a 4th liner / PK1 to take Veleno's spot. So he's an option. There's Matthias Wieck. He needs a little work. He's the most offensively talented out of these guys. A little prone to controversy, so that puts him out of the of this competition. What about you? No, I mean, if one of them had that thriving under spotlight business, I wouldn't mind taking a look at them. So it's between Thomas and, was it Watson or Foster? Foster, probably. Thomas is already has an A in his team. Not a great leadership player, though. Kind of sucky determination. I still kind of feel like it's him. And we're gonna go with Tristan Thomas, I believe. So, scores high on IQ tests. Yeah. Tristan Thomas. Welcome to the Hawks. Where do we pick next? In round 4 somewhere. I believe, yeah, they took all the guys we were looking at. What do we need then? A goalie wouldn't be a bad thing. I don't see any though. Only 2-star guys, okay. Not wasting a pick on them. A lot of centers. Can you play D? Ooh, you can play D. Well, I mean, on the paper, technically. Lukas Lustenberger. Like the name. A little prone to controversy, but... and injury prone. That's like absolutely everything is wrong with this guy. But he is a defensive D. Well, you are probably a 2-way, or... they play him as QB. Don't want... well, one thing I do know, I don't need centers. And there's like a million of them. Get them out of the way. No, well... that kinda makes the decision for us. Unless this Norwegian guy is any good. Uh-huh. I mean, just looking at the attributes. Acceleration, speed. Okay, so you must be controversial. Just a little. Okay, we are taking a shot with this Norwegian guy. Was it him? Yeah. William Olsen. From wherever you played. Harvard Crimson. Welcome to the Blackhawks. And then we are going to round 5. We have 5, 6, 7, and another 7 to go. You are massive. Unfortunately, you are also a 2-way. Anyone with a higher defense than offense? By any chance? Ooh, goalie. I don't want a goalie. Unless the goalie can play defense. Full crabs. Overager? No. What about you? Left wing? No. I mean, to be fair, it's around whatever. Around 5. We are not gonna find anyone here. It's gonna be some kind of a superstar. Couple of centers. Ooh. Brooks Brindamo. 196 and 106. Are you at least mean? Not really. A little bit. Does the scouting report say? A little prone to controversy. Can show a bit of a mean streak. Okay, that's like a perfect 5th round. 5th round pick. Gonna be a wing though. They're not playing center with that kind of face-off rating. Well, with that speed. You're not playing at all. But you never know. This might be something fun to follow. So Brooks Brindamo from Wisconsin Badgers. Welcome to the Hawks. We are going on to round 6. Well, we have one French guy available at 2.5 star potential. Offensive read and defensive stats. It's like shaping up to be a perfect fourth line center. Well, cannot take face-offs. So a little prone to controversy again. Scores very high in IQ though. Well, why go to 2-star guys if you can get a 2.5 star? Unless there's a defenseman. No, these are all centers. Can we have any defensive D available here? With that name? Jesus. Marta Grisas... Garcia... What the shit? Grisisanovska. Here we go. Not a bad old school D. Controversy will follow. Okay, well. No wonder people get pissed trying to just pronounce the name. Honchar, he's almost Gonchar. I do see Niklas Hauwetter from Switzerland, who's supposed to be some kind of a defensive D. Good shot blocking, no bravery to block them though. And probably gonna die when he steps on ice. Sadrasil, you at least supposed to be a defensive D. This is like a 10-year project to get this guy to an NHL level. We will just go for the French centerman, Clement Tribadier. With our 6th round pick. We have 2 more 7th rounders where we can do whatever we want. 203, 95 kilos. He's not good. Is there anyone good? Ukrainian center, Yehor Dehtyarov. 201/101. 40 speed on a guy this big. Uh-huh. Controversy will follow though. Okay, no. That's a nope. You want a lot of money? Are you worth the money? Spinek Podpera from Czech. I mean, he's one of the guys. 1 point to absolutely everything. And he looks a whole different player. Little prone to controversy again. And he's a center who cannot take face-offs. So who wants a lot of money? Anyone good? Arseny Komarov. Already 20 years old. So double, triple overage or whatever he is. Trash is what he is. Controversy will follow. Okay. I don't know who you are, but I like your name. Oscar Bonchai. I mean, not terrible. I like the fact he has team player. Oh, do you have speed and strength? Not really. Bravery would make him probably a good, like, bottom 6 wing for dump and chase. But he's also a Swede, so... Who are you? Samuel Kabada. Could be anything in the end. Right. Can we find someone who thrives in the spotlight? Okay, any chance? Josef Stefik seems to perform better under pressure. Okay. Okay. Man can take face-offs already. Physicals offense could use some work, but this is round 7. So Stefik. Welcome to the Hawks. Oh, we go again straight away. Okay, let's go back to trying to find some who likes to play under pressure. If we can find one with a 2-star potential. Oh, here was one. Gerardo Rivera from Mexico. He didn't scout him properly, though. Consensus says he's just a 3-star guy, which I don't really believe. Oh. Cannot play defense at all. Or, you know, do much anything. He's only 17, though. And it's just a fun idea to have a Mexican player. Why the hell not? It is our 7th round pick right at the end. Gerardo, where are you? Gerardo. Another center, though. He'll teach him to play a wing. While we teach him how to skate and all that. So our final pick at number 220 is Gerardo Rivera from Mexican junior thingy. I don't think I ever had a Mexican player in my team. I had like a Korean guy, I think. We didn't hit any home runs. Okay. Let's see. 6 contracts. Who do we have to sign? What a year. It's gonna be 2030. We need to sign these 4 guys. Maybe. I'm gonna sign Gatsantsev at least. I'm not sure about the other guys. What else? Matthias Michalek. We have all year to sign them, though. Oh, well, not all year, but we can sign them before season ends. Or this year. Season will end. I feel like they are ready to get signed. Just get Kasantsev to play in the East Coast or send him down to juniors or something. Whatever happens. Anyone looking good enough to be signed anyway? Could just make sure Ladikainen gets into the organization. Give him a entry-level deal. Then I'm gonna sim a few more days. Just see how free agency plays out. Get those 2 signed. Vasilevsky being moved out of Tampa again. He went to Vegas once already. Then he went back to Tampa. Big signings, big signings. Someone pays stupid amount to someone. Drouin's gone to Edmonton, but that's not stupid money. Naser finds a place in San Jose for that 3.3. Hopefully he does well there. There's Drouin, James Barr, that's not a big deal. Veleno gone to Dallas. They give him 2.5, which I feel is a fair deal. Jackson Coons has gone to Boston. They are paying him $5 million. That's a lot of money. John Beecher is back in the NHL. He won one of the trophies. What did he win? Selke? Yeah, he won Selke in 27. And then didn't find a team in 28. Went to KHL and now he's back in Tampa. Nothing. Who's available again? Oh yeah, Rossi is the big one. He shaved off $1 million of his demand already. I feel like all the teams will be against the cap already, so we might see Besser and Rossi just sit there for a good while. Oh, someone is offering Rossi some money. Believed to be Anaheim, who have $4.5 million available. Who are you gonna move? Imagine Zegras being 4.5 star player. 80 points, 70 points. No. Where did they send him? Is he now in Flyers? I think. Maybe. Also, the free agents. No, not that one. This one. Couple of signings. Rasmus Andersson has gone to San Jose. So Calgary finally letting go of Rasmus Andersson. He's gonna be in San Jose for a couple of years. And Thomas Harley, now a Bruin. Only a single year in the Capitals. Well, let's be real. Who wants to be in the Capitals anyway? Hero signing coming. Katsantsev has signed, so you will go to Indy. And then we'll just move our whole goalie hierarchy up when Skinner's gone after this year. No one signed. Okay. St. Louis and San Jose are after Brock Besser. Noel Laatikainen signed with us. He actually is an NHL level point shooter already. But my dude, you do not fit in yet. You can go just murder goalies in the AHL for now. Would be nice if he got that right D up to like at least 15. I need a bigger mammoth logo. It's a little bit too small. Guess there was a tiny bit too much empty space in the image I used. Jamie Glance. Yeah. I saw that name in last year's player front. He's gone to Boston for Ty Dellandrea. Is that a good thing? No. Dellandrea can only hit. I don't mind that. Let's get... Ooh, Vancouver on the trade market again. They sent Wilmer Ulriksson to Florida for Hunter St. Martin. Didn't I mention Hunter St. Martin not too long ago? Something was happening with him. We have a couple of signings. That's our guys. Ryan Donato comes to Boston. And Brock Besser goes to Boston as well. So the Bruins are loading up on a lot of guys. How much you want to bet they're way over their cap now? They are actually still under the normal cap. Why, you know. They still have Pasternak, yeah? Okay, so Boston's doing things right. Then again, they got rid of Swayman and they have absolutely no goaltending now, but... You know... Whoever scores more goals wins the game usually, so... That is a valid tactic. Just wanted to see a Rossi signed somewhere. I'm gonna call it a day. Ehlers on the trade block again. I don't know why he's linked to us. We've been actively avoiding 30-plus-year-old players. No signings. Donato, Besser, no. Any other big names? Barrett Hayton's one big name. And Heedle's there. And Devon Levi. Levi wants 8 mil though. How about no? Jakub Lauko. Only asking for 1.6. No. We're not signing anyone. Killed everything that was single wide. What kind of a raid is that anyway? That's unnatural. I mean, Hayton at 5.6 wouldn't be terrible. If we didn't already have our team. Which kind of reminds me. Anyone we should sign straight away? Now that we can. Frondell probably. This is gonna hurt. Lev Shunov. Oh boy. I'm gonna sign him for as long as I can. Please ask for something in 7-8 mil range. A little bit over, and he wants a bridge to make him a UFA. Give us like 2 UFA years, maybe. No. 1 UFA year for a little bit cheaper. That's a no. I mean, we have, like I mentioned last time with someone else, doesn't matter if he's a UFA after the year, because we have all year to negotiate. Problem will come if he just decides all of a sudden that he wants to test his value. Which is when we cannot do much. What about just 2 years? Give us a little bit of leverage. Me. Okay, so he won't sign anything but a 3-year deal. And he's getting angry. But he can get angry all he wants right now. 3x8. I mean, that's only 3.5 mil more. It's on par with Lattice and Carbon, no. And then we have everyone else as well. This is where the cap hell strikes. Rinsel is 25. He might want term, actually. He wants a bridge. That's not a bridge. What if I want to keep you longer? I'll give you term. And less money. Little 5x5, maybe. Why wouldn't a 25-year-old want more term, though? He's a weird one. This guy. 5.5 by 5. Nope. He's just dead set on 3 years as well. So we might as well go to the 3 years mark and see if we can whittle that number down a little bit. Okay, so that's our 2 righty signed. How's our cap looking? 29 next year. Oh yeah, we have that Kisakov thing going on too, and Lundeström. Who was the guy we were supposed to like? Frondell. Well, he's definitely he's gonna get a one-way deal. 3 years bridge. 1.5 mil, maybe? Okay, that's not far from what I was thinking. I mean, I'm gonna push it down to 1.5. If I can. Well, closer to 1.5, I guess. He's coming down 10k at a time, like, come on. Gonna be like 1.65 probably. In the end. Oh, gotta be 1.7, huh? And the rest of the... Well, I don't need to worry about the AHLs right now. Just want to kind of lock down the core, what we're using here. I don't know about Mishiak, Isakov, and Lundeström. And then we have these 2 guys, Vlasic and Korchinski. I know I'm gonna let Skinner go. Get that Frondell paper done. Berkeley Reed signs his entry level with the jacket. Tomastik, Melicherik sign their papers. Okay, so 42. We should have a lot of money to go around with. Yeah, Vlasic, Korchinski, we could. Vlasic is 28. Korchinski is 25. Just signing them both with like 3-year deals would kind of cement our defensive core for this window. What do you guys want actually? 5.6 Vlasic. Okay, so both of them want like 5.5. That's only 2 mil more than they make now. And we have basically everyone signed. Only Frondell will get a raise. As over 30-year-old, you're offended by the fact that I'm not looking for players in their lives. Yeah. Well, I don't need people who mummify every time they wake up. They're too old. They are just basically disintegrating. Actually, before I do anything with those two guys... No, we're up and coming. We have Liski still. You're gonna get injuries. Yeah, that will be our defensive core, I feel. So Vlasic might start declining. I might want to try to get him for 2 years only. If he starts declining fast, then we might just trade him. Give him a little bit of extra to get that 1 year off. And Korchinski can do 3 years. I feel like that is a good term. See where he's at with the money. He came down a little bit. Okay. Well, he was an easy guy to negotiate with. So our defense is set for this window. We still have 16 mil to play around. We need a goalie, which will be not Edmundstone, Katsantsev. Well, whoever it is. The guy in the AHL. And then we just kind of trim all of this down to a size. This is basically what... This is the crew that needs to get things done. And, you know, latitude, altitude. One of the two. This is 21 guys. Wait, does it count the guys on the injury list? It doesn't, does it? Did I just get screwed? No, it does. Cam Reed was there, right? Cam Reed was not there. No, we still have the millions we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, he was there. What the hell? Has to be there since Frondell was there as well. Anywho, did Rossi sign by any chance? Do we see big numbers? No. So he's not signed. Lauko did sign with the San Jose Sharks though. That's one decent name off the board. Dallas signs Albanese. And Antignani has signed with Mammoth. Cam Reed suffers a setback. He still might make it back to the season opener. Did Byram sign somewhere, by the way? No, he's a free agent. Okay. I'm not gonna sign him, but out of interest. He only wants 2.4 now. Okay. He's learned his lesson. Good job, Buffalo. Why didn't I see him here, though? Oh, there is a lot of 2.5-star players, okay. And Ridley Gregg still asking for 5 mil. Brother. Do you want to play or sit like Skinner? Do I have like a weird setting somewhere? Maybe in my head. Oh, there's Byram, okay. Okay. Where did... Was it Vancouver with the weird cap hits? Yeah, Kempe still... Do I need to edit him? Yeah, this cap hit is not right. Not even close. Can you just calculate it? Yeah, his cap hit is 8.8. And then some. So, Vancouver, fix your shit. He's not a 775k player. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Like, would be fun if that was the case, but considering now his contract is way different. No, that's the remaining. Right. But yeah, this contract does not have a cap hit of 775k. I don't know what happened, why it changed. And the same with like this Brett Howden. If his contract is 2 mil for the last year, his cap hit should be like 2.5. Yeah. I probably wouldn't have even noticed, but Vancouver is loading up in a way that made absolutely no sense, and now they are 20 million over the cap. 10 million cushion. They are definitely looking to move some people here. And now I'm wondering if Oliver Nadeau is a 1.1 million player. I have my doubts. Yeah, Nadeau cap hit was off. Now they are 20 million over. I mean, I know the game adjusts the cap hit in a weird way sometimes. But why would it adjust it here? Holloway, not a 2 mil player. Yeah, there is something weird going on. Oh, Drew O'Connor's hit was actually correct. Now, just wondering what else might have gone wrong here. Okay, maybe it was just the contracts in Vancouver that were screwed up somehow. If they need to shed 25 mil, what are they gonna do? Probably waive Hughes and Pettersson or something. That would be a quick fix. Is Swayman's contract feels like it's okay. Cap hit 6.6. Huh. So he has an 11-year deal that has 2 years of okay. I'm not gonna touch that. Is my database broken somehow? Maybe. Free agent center. Has Rossi signed? That's the Lauko deal. No. Well, Rossi's not asking for 13 mil anymore. He's down to 9.5. Let's see. Tyson Forster has been moved to LA. The Dustin Wolf, yeah. So, LA give up their goalie to get Forster. And Philly just had an excellent season from Ersson, and they get Wolf. Let's see if LA doesn't have a goalie now. Oh, they have Ottinger, okay. And Rimpinen. Showtime. Makes sense for the Kings. Not so much for the Flyers, maybe. And no signings. What's the price tag now? Another 500,000 has gone. Maxim Tuplakov asking only for 900k. Who's this Rizzo guy? Massimo Rizzo. Not asking for too much. Is no, Greg signed. No, he didn't sign. He's still asking for almost 5 mil. Come on. Come on. And as usual, Rangers want to get rid of Shestyorkin. It's like a yearly thing. Rangers put him on the trading block in the offseason and then just go into the year with him in the net anyway. Do we have superstars? No, we have actually a terrible draft this year. Tim Betcher leading the charge, along with Jiri Jiranek. And here's Jack Allgood. And it already trails off after 6 picks. Janos Giagia, Mike Mills and Terry what did you say? McWerther? Something. Yeah, we can definitely trade picks away this year. Gerardo getting better. I don't want to sign him. I hope he gets some kind of a deal somewhere. Either that or Gerardo might just take a year off. Ponder his life choices, maybe do a little workout routine to become a better player, even without playing. And Hockey Hall of Fame. We have Steve Larmer, Chicago legend. Joe Pavelski, as he should be. Theo Fleury finally in the hall, and Dave Taylor. So Osgood snubbed again. But okay. Plenty of time to get Chris in. Mikhail Abramov has been traded to Minnesota for Landon Hammerheim? Okay. Just a note, Vancouver is not making any moves here. Is there a list where I could see just all teams and their cap hits right now? In league finances, oh yeah. So everyone's pretty much cap compliant, more or less. Ottawa, Winnipeg, they're a little bit over, but Vancouver's sitting at 122. At least there are teams they can move players to. Ryan Poehling finds a new home in LA.